Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in, guys. I don't have anyone in the room yet, so I was just turning my ring light down a little bit. I don't have anyone in the room yet, but guys, I'm here. I wonder if I need to turn that up because I look dark in here. I'm trying to get my lighting set so you guys can see me. I think that's pretty good. Still looks kind of dark, but guys, I was coming in because on tomorrow I'll be the big 60. I'm trying to get my lighting kind of together. Let's see how that works. Turn it down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's it. So, guys, hello, everyone. Thanks for coming in. When you guys come in, hello, Afro Max family. Hello, how are you today? Thanks for coming in. Don't forget to hit the um, thumbs up for me if you're going to be here. I was just coming on today to how are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm just getting prepared for the big day on tomorrow. Travels of Ethel the Van. Hello, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. I was coming in, guys, because you know on tomorrow I have the big birthday. I'll be the big 60. So, guys, I'm trying to put the chair back a little bit so I can look clearer. I'm trying to get ready for that. And I'm trying to keep it from being so dark so you guys can really actually see me. So, guys, that's what I'm here to talk about today. On tomorrow, I turn the big 60. It's been about 2 to 3 weeks where I've been just trying to anticipate and deal with the fact that I'm fin to be 60. And hello to Toya's Family Empire. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget the thumbs up, the like. I was in today because guess what, guys? Tomorrow's a big day. I officially turn 60 on tomorrow. And guys, it is I'm feeling bittersweet, but I thank God because I made it this far and I don't really look like a lot of what I've been through. Because, guys, I have, just like I tell you guys, in the beginning, I had like a little rough part in my life in the beginning. But I thank God that my latter day has been better than my beginning. Um, and I thank everyone for coming in, for all your support and supporting my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. So, guys, that's what I was really talking about today, how I'm feeling about turning 60, how a lot of things have been coming up. But I thank God for my sister. She was like, look, sis, you shouldn't be upset. You don't have a lot of health issues or anything like that. So that's the big thing for me. I don't have, like health issues. I am a diabetic. And they put me on Ozempic. I've lost about, I want to say 75 pounds. So that was a good thing. And because I was insulin dependent and I can't remember how many years ago it's been, I think in 2016, no, 2017, I had a total knee replacement. So those are the basic issues that I have. And thanks for saying hello, everyone. Happy birthday. Thanks for saying happy birthday. The Jewel Spot. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you guys. I was coming on and I was like, oh, I don't know if I should come on. I don't know what to do because I'm just trying to prepare for that birthday and just trying to deal with being the big 60 and things of that nature. Because people may think that, you're okay with it. I'm okay with being 60, but my biggest issue is that um turn the biggest issue is dealing with saying 60. It's just don't roll off the tongue like 50. So when I had my 50th, I had a nice big birthday party. But on my 60th, I just want to be, relaxed and, kind of chill a little bit, just like I say, I don't look like what I've been through. I've been through quite a lot of trauma in my life, but God has been able to. Thank you to everyone that's saying happy birthday. I appreciate you guys. I've had a lot of trauma in my life, in earlier part of my life, so that's why I try to come on and talk to people and let them know exactly what's going on, and in relationships and trying to deal with some of the things I went through in my life. It says, well, I had better get back to work. Thank you so much. Birthday, happy birthday, and hope you have a wonderful day. Yes, I don't have very much planned, so I'm more of a homebody person. I can be at home and be just as happy. So I thank God for that. I truly hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to definitely enjoy my day. I'm going to make sure I enjoy that day. But like I was saying, I was just coming in, to talk a little bit about the big 60, my health, and how I'm dealing with being the 60, because a lot of people will say, you should feel a certain way. I do feel a certain way because I thank God I made it, because had it not been for God, I would not be where I am today. I may not even be living because I went through so much trauma early in my life. Hello, she stole my thunder. Thanks for coming in. And thanking everyone for coming in on today. And I was just talking because tomorrow is the big day, the big 60. I've been dreading and putting it off a little bit. And I'm a very honest person, you guys know, and I talk about a lot. But the biggest thing is this the thing with the thing the thing for it for me is dealing with having being blessed to have good health. Thank you, Wellness with Frugal Mommy. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. So today, I know you have a birthday coming up too. So tomorrow is my birthday. I'll be turning 60. And I just thank God. It says, she stole my son to say, happy birthday, Lynn. May you be blessed with many more and nothing but health, happiness, wisdom, and wealth on these days. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I think I kind of needed, a little bit more confirmation as to changing, and your body starts to change, things are changing on you. Wellness food, happy birthday in advance. Thank you so much. And Toys Empire, I am at work. Keep supporting you, dear. I might slip out. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Toys Family Empire. So, guys, I was just coming on to talk about that for a little bit. And the way that I have changed a lot of things in my life. Once I became like 55-ish, I started to change some things. And once I moved here, I changed a lot of things because when I moved here, I was around 259 pounds. And I was on insulin and I was on metformin. And salute my cheers. She stole my thunder. I am feeling better. Okay. So what I was saying was that I was a lot heavier. So I started to walk just around the corner, and then I started walking a little farther. I'd add a couple of corners each time, And I mean, I'd add a street up until I got to about 3 miles. So I walk about 3 miles every morning. And it's very important that you take care of your health. And that's what the biggest thing for me, because the diabetes is more hereditary in my family. My family has it, and my dad family had it. So that's what I was trying to get, kind of take care of that part with the diabetes. So I didn't want to get into a rut because I know you can get really sick. And I've known people that have passed from diabetes. So that was my biggest thing, trying to get past the all the medication I was on. And once the doctor changed a lot of my medications when I moved to Port St. Lucie, Florida, he changed and they sent me to an endocrinologist. So when they sent me to the endocrinologist, guys, they changed up my meds and they put me on Ozempic. And as I began to go on the Ozempic, my doctor had another pill he had me to take, which was to help curb your sugar too. So I took that, and my levels began to drop because I was like, each morning when I took my to check my insulin, it will be in the 300 mark or more. So I was taking the insulin, but the insulin was making me gain weight also. So as the doctors here changed my regimen, I began to still walk and I began to lose weight. And that's why, that's how I lost a lot of the weight. I used exercise and diet at first because I was so nervous. I wouldn't even eat nothing but salads when they first changed my diet. I ate a lot of salads and things like that every day. So that helped curve and made me lose the weight. So now my weight is about 185 now. So I'm glad for that because sometimes the weight will hold us back. So I kind of got that together with my health and I felt better. And I make sure I walk because I had a total knee replacement. So I make sure I walk to help me. But I'm excited about turning the 60. I was just a little nervous because the number seems high, but you know, a lot of people didn't make it this far. So I have to be very grateful. And as you're getting older, you start to see the changes in your body and things are happening. And you just have to start to embrace what's happening with you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm embracing the fact that I am aging, but I'm aging gracefully. Because when I tell people I'm going to be 60, I have a lot of people that look at me like, no, no way. Yes, I'm going to be 60. I'm excited for this new chapter in my life because I have a lot of things that are going on, you know, with me. You know, the son, my baby son left and he's doing really well. He's got a job and he's doing so much better. And just, you know, trying to deal with life itself and getting ready to be in that retirement mode. Even though I haven't worked a regular job in a while, I still do a lot of things in my home to keep me going. I try to stay active and I ride my bike and I have a treadmill. I'm going to start walking on the treadmill in the evening because I do a regular 3 mile walk in the morning. And so that's to help keep the more my aunt, who's been a diabetic forever, like 25 years, she was like, if you walk, really just go out and walk, she feels like that's better for you. So for me, and it is better for me because I'm able to also go out, be able to talk, be able to have my affirmations and be able to pray and be able to talk to the Father and talk to him about some things I may want him to do to help me. So that's very, very important to me. How I'm celebrating, I'm not sure yet. I was at first was going it was going to be like a dinner party, but I canceled that part because I'm not sure what I really want to do. Like I tell you guys, I'm really like a homebody. I like being at home. I like cooking and I like baking. I love to clean. I love to organize, and those are some of the things I like to do. So being at home doesn't bother me. And sometimes I really don't like to go out to eat because I don't know how the food be, but sometimes I will go because my little sister knows a lot of different restaurants. And my other sister, they go to a lot of different restaurants and check out the food. So they kind of know where I am with the food thing, you know, for as places to go to eat. But I don't know. I just don't really know what I want to do because I felt like I've done so much of what I wanted to do that now I just want to relax and enjoy my life, you know, the rest of the life that God has afforded me to have, you know, the life he's given me and being more responsible with some things and being able to let people know that it's a blessing that you are to the age you are because I went through a lot, you know, and a lot of my family members can tell you they didn't know if I would be here today, but I thank God I am, you know, being a blessing and I want to continue to be a blessing to everyone. And just thinking about, you know, some of the things I still want to do. I want to be able to motivate and I want to stay focused on laser focused on my channel and trying to do things that will continue to help people and talk to them concerning the journey of. Oh, thank you so much. You look amazing, sis. 60 has nothing on you. Thank you so much. That's the black magic right there. Thank you so much, Afro Max family. I appreciate you. Yeah, yeah, I can't say anything. It's just you know, when people ask me, maybe it's the genes, I don't know. But I just stay busy. I try not to pout and I try to stay motivated and focused. And I'm laser focused right now on trying to continue to build my channel, to continue to work with my work, get my watch hours up, to continue to be able to come and bring content that's going to be good for everyone, to be able to keep. And the thing I think that's helping me look as good as I'm looking is the fact that, hold on 1 second. I'm live, baby. Can I call you back? Hello? Yeah, I'm live. Can I call you back? That's okay. I love you. That's my little sis. So, guys, I'm learning to love me. So a lot of people were asking me why did I've been putting a lot of things on Facebook and also on YouTube because as you get older, you have to. Hi, greetings from New Jersey. Hello, Menendez. Okay, I don't want to mess up your last name, Dronopis. Thank you for coming in. So I'm just on talking about tomorrow's a big 60. So like I told you, I'm trying to stay focused on my channel, doing things um, that are positive and learning to keep loving myself and learning to love myself and learning how to take time out for self because just like I keep telling you guys, self-help is the best help. We got to try to still be able to take care of ourselves. So I'm learning a lot lately to take better care of myself, because you got to remember all those years before now, we have been laser focused on our children, our spouse, and our home life, where we're not taking care of ourselves. And I feel that way in the brown community, that we don't really take as best care as we can of ourselves, because we're always out trying to do something to help someone else and with our children. And I can't say children because I have adult people in my home, but we're still maintaining a whole household and doing things. So we have to kind of slow back and start to learn how to take care of ourselves, because like even if we have people over, we're doing things, we're always trying to do something. And I was telling a friend today, I said, I don't really cook like I used to. I cook my dinners or whatever, but I'm not really trying to go over out and do a lot of baking and stuff. I used to do a lot of baking and all that, but I'm not trying to do that now. What I'm trying to do, guys, is try to relax a little bit, change some things, slow down my pace so that I can be better. You know what I mean? Slow down my pace, start to enjoy and embrace the 60 that's coming. Not that I'm going to be, oh, I can't do anything, but I want to be able to walk, do things that I want to do. I want to be able to focus on me a little more. And I don't feel like focusing on me is a bad thing, because I think we don't focus enough on ourselves. Even when our children were young, we focus more on and put more time in everyone else. And now it's time to pour back into ourselves. So that's why I said I just want to come on a little bit and talk about the 60 piece. You get what I'm saying? Being 60, what does it mean to me? You know what I mean? At first it was kind of scary, but like my sister was saying, your health, you got good health. You don't have an issue with your health and all that. So that's another thing. And I try to make sure I go to my appointments and take care of me, because I've been so long. Hello, the lazy HOA Gardener. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. I appreciate everyone that's in the chat, guys. Mega love to each one of you. I was just on to you look young for 60. Yeah, I am the big 60. And it's like at first I was talking to someone and I was like, I just felt different. And I don't know why I was just feeling like down, because I was turning 60. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that, this is a birthday without my mom. So it's a little rough, you know what I mean? And then sometimes in our mind, we're calculating things and saying, okay, for me, I was, hey, that's my little sister Phyllis saying, hey, big sissy. Yeah. So I think, because I've been having a lot of moments where I've been emotional. So if I'm emotional today, guys, I don't know what to say, because this journey for me has been difficult because I had my last kids at 38 and 39. And some days I didn't think I would be here to be able to even raise them to the age they are now, because I had so much trauma going on in my life. But a lot of people don't know a lot of what you went through, because you don't look like what you went through. And for me, I have been through a lot, but I try to express it now. I'm not upset with anyone. I have forgiven everyone that ever did something to me, because I can't heal if I'm holding a grudge against you. And that's the biggest thing. A lot of us, we're holding grudges. We're mad with people for things we went through. And 5 or 10 years ago, 20 years ago, when that person has actually gone on with their life, they are dealing with what they have to deal with in their life. And we're still here stuck, stagnant, because we're upset about something that happened in the past. I've forgiven all my children's fathers who treated me any type of way. I'm not mad with anyone. I just want to continue to be a blessing and be able to tell someone about what I went through, so that if you're going through something, you can be an overcomer like I was. I'm an overcomer. I've overcome physical abuse, mental abuse, and that's a lot to deal with itself. I'm raising my daughter, who's 31, who is special needs. You know what I mean? I have a lot I'm thinking about all the time. And if you have a child that's different, a lot of people don't really understand, because if you have one and you're the caregiver, and for me today, it's a lot, because it's like I'm the caregiver, but who's going to be the caregiver when I'm gone? Yes, I have some things in place, and I had a conversation. I've been having a conversation with my other kids about who's going to do what, when they're going to do what. So yeah, as I do get older, I have some concerns and things that I am concerned about when it comes to my daughter. And being a caregiver, that's why I have to have the self-help piece so that I can get out and take time for myself and be the best person I can be so that I continue to be who I need to be because I'm in a relationship and I have a spouse. And that's a whole nother ball game, and you're trying to make sure for them. And some relationships aren't always good. You got nowadays, I feel like you got to feel the vibes for people because everybody isn't for you. And if you figure out who's for you and you stick with those people who are like-minded, like you guys are, you guys don't realize how you keep me going because I'm able to come on and talk to you. I have therapy through you, and it helps me. It keeps to motivate me. I have certain people, that really, really help me and give me advice and help me concerning my channel. And I think that's so very important because we can't look at it in a one-way tunnel because we're all out here trying to do one thing, and that's to be on YouTube and be successful. And that's what I would like to be in because of my age. Sometimes I try to, use that like, oh, I'm too old to do this and I'm too old to do that. But I got it started. I'm doing pretty good. And I thank God for that because I don't take credit for what he has done for me. He has been blessing me. Hello, Larissa Waldeman. How are you today? And thanks so much. So yes, guys, that's I have a lot I'm really been thinking about in the last month coming with my birthday coming up, missing my mom and thinking about her, riding in my car. You're gonna cry, you're gonna be upset. And I thank God I had time to really talk to her and learn some things, you know what I mean? And take in some things that she really stressed and she knew that she should talk about, and it's really, really, really hard for me right now dealing with the part of being the 60 because I go, oh, I'm 60. I've been trying to tell everybody I'm 60 so everybody can like hear me say it out. I'm 60, I'm 60, but if you guys have any questions or anything, you guys can ask me. I'm an open book. I just want to come on and talk about turning 60, how I'm feeling. I'm a little nervous, and then I'm trying to stay busy. I have a garden, and then I do a lot of the DIYs, guys. As you see me doing the DIYs and things of that nature. And yes, I am at home, so I do have time to do a lot of things that I really like to do. But a lot of things have been weighing on my heart about my channel and how I want it to go and how I want to be a blessing to everyone. But the good part about it is I want to just continue to tell people to make sure that you're doing things for you. And it's not selfish to look out for yourself and take time out for yourself. It's very important that we as women, especially women, have the self-care piece because it's crazy out here and everybody isn't for everybody. You just have to learn and try to figure out the vibes that people are giving off. I was watching a young lady on yesterday and she was just talking about how we, our brown women are tearing down each other when we should be uplifting each other. And that's so true because if I do not have anything positive to say, it's best for me not to say it. That's just the way I feel. I want to be able to, if I say something that's not correct, you guys come on there and say, hey, I got to fix your crown, Karen. Lynn, because you're not saying that right or you're not doing something right. I want to be able to fix someone's crown. I want to be able to be an example. I want to be, if I leave this earth, they can say at least she had a positive word. I don't want to be known as the one that kept something going. I want to be as the one that, okay, she came on, she said positive, she gave us positive things, she gave us positive affirmations. You got to love yourself, you got to know yourself, and you got to have a loving heart. And then you also got to be able to be a blessing because I want to be a blessing because I am blessed. And I know that I'm blessed because all that I have that God has given me, not that anything I've done, but it's about what God has done in my life to continue to show me how he is blessing me. And if you don't thank God for what you have, then you have a tendency to not be thankful. And you need to be thankful for wherever you're at. And that's the thing for me. I'm thankful for where I am, not trying to be something that I'm not. I just want to be a humble person that I can be an example for other women to talk to them about what I have been through so that no one makes the mistakes that I have made. And that you don't have to do it this way. You can do it another way. You know what I mean? You can do it differently, where you don't have to do it this way and go through some extra stuff that you don't need to go through. So that's what being 60 to me means: sharing, caring, being loving, taking time out for other people, and being able to be a help. But first things first, you got to be able to help yourself. If you're not helping yourself, then how can you help others? So that's the biggest thing for me as I began to go in, because my mom, I never understood a lot of the things she did. She was always helping someone, but my mom helped behind the scenes. She did it, and you would never know what she did. My mom fed the homeless. And that's something I really want to start to do too. I want to be able to go out, feed people, and do things for people that are less fortunate than me. And that's where my mom was. She went out, she helped people, she did things, and no one never even knew it. People showed at my mom's funeral, and we were like, they would talk and say things you never knew that she did. And that's where I want to be. I don't want to be doing everything in the open. I want to do things whereas I can do it for you and be a blessing, and that no one but you and I know what's happening. It's not about telling the world, okay, I've done this for you, I've done that for you. It's not about that. It's about being able to shh and let me do what I got to do, and let me be a blessing to you, because me being a blessing to you continues to keep my blessings coming. And that's what I want to continue to do. As I get older, I want to continue to be a blessing to each and every one. I want to be able to touch people's heart and mind, and for them to stay in a positive place and not negative. I'm not here for the negativity. I'm not here for the drama. My channel is not about drama. My channel is about encouraging, teaching us to do that we can do better. And that if you need help, you need to get to someone that can help you get the necessary tools so that you can get your mental or your emotional or things you need to get in order done for you. That's what's important to me. Being able to tell someone something, being able to be in a store, and if you see someone with their head down, being able to say something positive. Oh, those earrings are pretty. Oh, I love the necklace you have on. Oh my God, I love the color of your hair. I do this a lot because I see some people that are down, and I feel like a smile never hurt anyone. And I don't go by the color they are. This is a wonderful chat. You are inspiring. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's what I want to be. I want to be an inspirer. I want to inspire you to know that you can do anything you put your hands to. But first, put God first, and He will allow you to do it. And women are doing a lot now in the world today. We are doing a lot. We're on the forefront more so than we ever have been. We're out there doing things that we never have been. We're reaching people that we have never been able to reach. And so for me, I would love to be able to go somewhere and talk about it and tell women about it and be an encourager. But by me being on this channel, it allows me to be able to tell people exactly what I went through, exactly what I'm going through, and that you are only human. You're gonna make mistakes. You're not perfect. You have children. You're gonna have some issues if you have children. And if people tell you, no, I got this perfect child, I don't even believe it. We all go through in life, and that's what I talk to a lot of people, women, about. I tell them we all gonna go through. Even my sisters, we all gonna go through something with our children. And the thing about it is just to stay positive, stay prayed up, pray about it. Ask God. That's why I say make sure you're doing your prayer list. And I do have a list where I have the people in for prayer. And I'm constantly adding to that list so that I can be, when you're praying, it never hurts for prayer. And my mom would always do this. But my mom was so good. She didn't need a book. She would just call out names and you'd be like, wow. You know what I mean? And she was known to be a long prayer, which she prayed a lot, so she prayed. She prayed for the president, the my mom went down the whole list. And that's the way I desire to be, where I can pray for people, put a word in your heart, be able to help you, be a help me, be a person that's confident and inspiring, like the young lady said. Inspire someone. Do you know it only takes a minute to say something good about a person? And if a person is coming to you telling you negative about a person, that's when you really don't need that. You don't need to. If a person is coming to me telling me something negative about somebody, I got to first check out the person who's bringing the news, because if you're bringing the news, you're a carrier. I don't need a carrier. I don't need a bird telling me. I don't want to know that. I want to stay positive. I want positive affirmations. I want to be a positive person that if you need me, you can come to me and talk to me and be able to say what you have to say and don't worry about, oh, she's gossiping behind my back. She's saying this about me. She's saying that. That's not what I'm about. I'm about trying to uplift, uphold. That's why I tell you guys, make sure you're doing your affirmations. Make sure you're doing your affirmation and saying, I am somebody, which I am somebody. It may not seem like I'm somebody to someone else, but I am somebody and I'm somebody in Christ. So I know that God has done some things for me, so I can definitely encourage someone. And I believe that what I went through is a testimony to help people overcome what they're going through. You don't know who's on my channel now and what they're going through. And by me sharing what I have went through and I am going through, I don't have this perfect life where I'm just, oh, everything is just hunky dory, and no one has that life. And I don't know why people try to portray it. And if they are, I'm happy for them. But I'm saying I want to be real. I want to be transparent. I want to tell you who I am, how I am. That's why when people talk to me, I'm like, I really don't edit my videos. This is me. I'm real. I'm uncut. When I do my videos, I really don't do a lot. I look at them, but I really, be honest, guys, I do not edit my videos. And all of my videos are done on a phone most of the time. I don't have a camera yet. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm still trying to learn how to navigate through my system now. And just like I said, 60, so I'm trying to keep the brain going, keep everything going. And that's important to me because if you don't use it, you will lose it. That's why I say I have to walk because I had a total knee replacement. And I can't keep the weight on me because it's not helping me. So, guys, that's what I was just talking about today. Just becoming 60, dealing with some things, being able to overcome some things, being able to be a help me to someone else, being able to talk to another woman and tell them, it's okay. You can cry on my shoulder. It's okay. I know you're going through something. And, I just thank God because I do have sisters. I have a brother, but I'm not as close to him. But I have sisters that I'm able to talk to. And I don't know what I do if I was not able. I'm not a person that has a lot of friend people. I'm more so a family type person. And I'd love to have friends, but I just don't. And I think that's because of the vibes. I'm very intuition. I know I can feel people when they're around me. I can feel if they're for me. I know if they're for me. So I already had that. And that's a gift that God gave me. I can figure things out about, and not figure them out. God allows me to know if people are for me. And that's just a gift he gave me a long time ago. And that's why I say you can continue to be an encourager. You can continue to help people. And I think that's what it's all about, us helping the next lady, being able to tell her, girl, I've been through that. Don't even worry about that. Girl, you're going to be all right. You're an overcomer. And you're an overcomer by knowing your word affirmations, saying how you feel about yourself, saying you are beautiful because you are beautiful and you're wonderfully made. You know what I mean? You're made by an awesome God, and he didn't make a mistake when he made us. And we might be curvy, we might be skinny, we might be, you might be whatever you are, but you're made in the likeness of God. So don't ever take that for granted and know who you are. And if you're in a relationship, know your worth, know who you are, know yourself. And if I don't know me, then I don't even really know anything. I have to know first and foremost before I can start loving on everybody else. I'm learning to know me. I didn't know me. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I didn't know who I was because I was the identity as I'm somebody's mother. I'm somebody's spouse. I'm somebody's caregiver. But you know what, guys? I am somebody besides that. I am Lynn of Lynn's Life Lessons. But I'm Lynn first. So sometimes we get so entangled in everything in everyone else's lives that we forget who we are. We stop taking care of ourselves. We got to continue to take care of ourselves first so that we can take care of others. And most people say, oh, you're being selfish. That's not right. Thank you, Audrey Willis. Good afternoon, Liz. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming into the chat. I was just talking about, tomorrow's my birthday. It's going to be the big 60. And I'm talking about how, I'm still learning at 60 to love myself. And when I do videos, loving myself, and I sit and I listen to the music, I'm trying to be an encourager. Know yourself in relationships. Know yourself, who you are. Know your self-worth. Because I didn't know my self-worth. I never knew until the last maybe 5 years of my life who I really was, who I am, what I like to do. What do I really want to do? And I do a lot of different things, but as I look around, I'm like, I like to do this, I like to do that. And I stay busy doing things because I don't ever want to be the busybody person. I want to be the person that can be a helpmate. I want to tell you something that's going to help you. I want to tell you something that's going to better you. I want to tell you, love on yourself. Love yourself first before you start trying to get into relationships. Learn who you are. Don't change and conform yourself and who you are for someone else, because I've done it before. I've done it so many times. And I can tell you that because I'm 60. I've done it and I've been in relationships. Like I told you guys, I've been married twice. Twice. And those 2 times I was married was 2 times. I'm just saying. And I had to learn me because most of my life I was giving to everyone else. I was pouring into everyone else's cup. I wasn't pouring into me. I got to still pour into who I am. And we have to stand up and know who we are. And it's hard as women because when we get into relationships, we tend to downplay ourselves. And we downplay ourselves so much. We got to stop downplaying ourselves. When you get into that relationship, know who you are. I'm this. I'm this. And if a person can't accept you for who you are, then I don't know if that's a good place to be. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm learning too. I'm learning to take care of me, to love me, to stand up and say how I feel, because I was the person who kept everything kind of low. I wouldn't speak up in my relationships. I would just go through stuff. But now I speak up. If I don't like this, I say that. If I don't like that, I say that. If I don't like the way you're speaking, I say that. If I don't like your tone, I say that. And then I walk away. You know what I mean? I walk away because I might need that time to comfort myself. Not that I'm fussing or cussing, it's just sometimes you need a time for you. And relationships can be very, very hard with your children, with your spouse, with your family members. It can be crazy, but you got to know how to prioritize whatever you're going through. And a lot of times it can get overwhelming. And that's why we have the mental health piece, because we get overwhelmed with so much that we're going through in life. And it's like, oh my God, I'm going through this. Oh my God, I'm going through that. Oh my God, what's this? And it's like sometimes everything is just piling up on us. And it's like, it's hard. It is very hard to be who we want to be, who we are. But I love the fact that the women of today are being more themselves. They don't take all that. They don't accept a lot of stuff. They don't take a lot of what the older women took and what the older women felt they had to do to be in a relationship. And it was like, you got to do this for your husband. You got to do that. You got to take care of him. You got to do this. You got to do that. But guess what, guys? You got to first take care of you. They didn't teach us that part. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're happy. Make sure this is a relationship you want to be in. Make sure you want to be with this person. Make sure you're just not being there because they want you to be there. And, that's what I was talking about, becoming 60, changing some things in my life, going, figuring out what I want to deal with, what I want to see, that places I want to go, because when you get a certain age, you're like, oh, I can't go and do this. But I'm learning that I'm going to be going to do some things that I have never done before. I really want to start to travel. So if I have to travel by myself because my spouse doesn't really like to travel, I'm going to travel by myself. I'm going to go do some things I want to do. And one of the biggest things will start my channel so I can be an encourager to all women. So I can help women and men, and so I can help fix the crown. So I can tell you, you got this. You're going to be okay. God got you. You can do this. You can make it. If I made it out of my relationships and was able to live, and I look at so many people that lost their women that are losing their lives due to domestic violence. Domestic violence is real. It's happening every day, but no one is sharing the fact. They try to downplay it. And people are actually out here killing people's children. They're killing these women. They're taking their lives. They're taking their children's lives. And it's very real. So guys, domestic abuse is serious. It's very, very serious. You got to be careful. You got to take, if you're planning to do things, you got to do it and be detailed about what you're doing and how to get out of the situation, because you don't want to get hurt coming out of it, and you don't want to stay in it and continue with the hurt. And that's very important, because I came out of one of them and it was very hard. Protecting your peace and learning to discern what is that's the biggest thing. You got to discern what is necessary, like she's saying. And that was Audrey Willis. She's saying you have to discern what is necessary, because back in the day, No one taught us to protect yourself, to protect, to continue to be you, to be a strong you. So women now, I love, love, love the women now because they're not taking this stuff. They're out here making their own money. They're doing their own thing. And if they have a spouse or whatever, oh, it's okay. If they don't, they still good. They're going on girls' trips. They are having the time of their life. And you don't necessarily have to have a spouse to have the time of your life. You can have fun by yourself. You can be in a relationship and still be able to go by yourself and do things. I do things all the time. My spouse was like, you like to go places by yourself. I'm just so used to going by myself, and I don't have a problem going by myself. And I'll go eat to a restaurant by myself. I'll go sit down somewhere to a movie by myself. I don't care. I don't necessarily need someone there with me to do things that I want to do. And once you get that out your head and start to think, oh, it's something I want to do, I want to do it, for me. And stop thinking that, oh, I'm being selfish. You're not being selfish. You got to love yourself first. And choosing you is not the wrong thing. People think it's the wrong thing because you choose you. Sometimes you got to say, I'm choosing me today. I'm not with that. I'm choosing me. I'm not arguing. I ain't got nothing to say, but I'm choosing myself. Because we as women don't love ourselves the way we should. We're so busy taking care of everybody else. Most of my life was spent taking care of other people. And just like I say, I still have a daughter with special needs I'm taking care of. But most of my life, I took care of everyone else. And I didn't take care of me. Now I've gotten to the age where I want to love me. I want to take care of me. I want to be about me. And it's not selfish because if I'm not taking care of me first, then I can't take care of anyone else. So that's my motto I have now at 60. Being me, taking care of me, and loving the things that I do. Because sometimes, someone may call and say, oh, you're doing this, but I take time out to say, guess what? Wait a minute. I have to walk in the morning. I have to go for my walks. And I do have a problem when people don't understand that sometimes because I am a lot of real talk. They're preach woman. Yes, it says Mrs. Sister Donna Carter. Yeah. Is it Carter? Cantor, I'm sorry. So what I was just saying is we have to, as women, we got to take care of ourselves first. And I think people are always saying, well, you're being selfish because you're saying self. But like me, when my spouse is home and he doesn't go to work, it bothers me because I'm going to take my walk. I need to walk. I'm going to walk. I'm not going to change everything to make someone else happy. I got to do some things that I do for me on the regular. I have to get up. I have to go walking. I have to do some things because that's my time to get my mind where it needs to be. And that's what's important. Women got to start to slow down, take some time out for self-love, do something for yourself. Even if you don't, pick up a donut, so I'm doing this for me. I'm going to sit in this parking lot, I'm going to eat this donut, and I'm just going to enjoy myself. Sometimes your own company is good. Sometimes you got to get out the house and around everybody. Sometimes you got to hear God talking to you and telling you some things. You might want to tell you something to do on your channel. God woke me up one morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I got up out my bed, and these are some things I wrote down about, just being in relationships and coming from the point where I came from, because I felt like in some of the relationships I jumped in, I didn't think before. I just jumped. Sometimes we jump into relationships because we want to say that we have a person with us, So God, I was sitting there and I woke up 4 o'clock in the morning, and this is the book I have, right? And I was writing things in there. And I was saying, guys, we have to really getting into those relationships. We got to take heed. God told me to take heed to some of the signs. Let people know they need to take heed to the signs that's given, because a lot of times we don't discern what's given to us. And we have to, and God be sitting there going, no, I don't think, he be telling you, no, I don't think that's good. No, I don't think that's good. No, I don't think that's good. But know us. Oh, I'm gonna try. I can change. Stop saying you can change people. You can't change nobody unless they want to be changed. You can't make a man love you if he don't love you. You got to learn how to. One thing I always say, think before you jump into that relationship. Because guess what, guys? Stay prayed up so that God can show up. And when he shows up and he gives you the answer, make sure you're taking heed to that answer and saying, guess what? I'm going to sit back and listen and see what God has to say about this. If God telling you something and you know he's telling you something, you have that sixth sense about something, that's God telling you, trying to give you the answer. So take heed to signs. Don't just throw everything on the back burner. Take heed, and that's signs and everything in your life. There are signs. There's discernment, like she was saying. There's things God's trying to show you. And for me, I can say that because, guys, what the other week I was walking, and you got to be able to pay attention. I'm gonna say me. I was walking and walking and walking, and I always come around the curve. And for some reason, I was coming around the curve, and guys, I tell you, I live in like a rural area, so I was coming around the curve, and guys, when I came around the curve, it was a mama raccoon. And I was like, whoa, because I wasn't paying attention, but I was looking, but I wasn't looking. So I didn't look up at the time I needed to, but I did look up at a great time. Because what happened was the mama was standing there because they make themselves big if you come into her. She had 5 babies and she made herself big. And I was like, oh, nope, I'm going the other way because I was nervous because I didn't want anything to happen to me. And I have someone saying, I lost my husband last year and now it's me time finding myself. See, that's the most important thing. Find who you are. Love on yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't jump out there. Everybody isn't for you. They will pretend. And Frank's Shorts and News says, hey, everybody. Hello. Thanks for coming in. So, guys, I'm talking about being 60 and, about some of the things I went through and how I want to be helpful. Thanks for saying happy birthday. Yeah. And I'm trying to just tell people some of my life and how you can take better care of yourself and do some things for you before you jump into another relationship. That's very important. You got to take care of self, love yourself, know who you are, know what you're about. And, just like this says, something I wrote down that was given to me, I told you at 4:00 in the morning, stop looking at others' relationship and thinking it's great. Everything that shines isn't necessarily gold because people think because, it looks like this on the outside, but what's actually going on in the inside of that house? You don't know. You don't know. You're thinking, okay, it's just hunky dory. They got a beautiful relationship. You don't know. You just thinking everything is okay because they look like they come out the house, everything look good. The house is beautiful. They're driving the nice cars. Everything. You don't know what goes on when they close that door. And that's what a lot of people think. Everything is great. And it's not. It's not always like that. You know what I mean? It is not always like that. And Mrs. Sister Donna said, I had a lot of folks tell me it's too soon for me to get into another relationship. I tell them I know when my heart's telling me I didn't expect this to happen to find happiness again after a year. But guess what? My spouse was like that. He said a lot of people, and I've known people. I'm trying to figure out someone else I known, and they got into a relationship shortly after. You have to go what was best for you. I can't tell you, this, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I just tell people to be careful when they're getting into relationships that you're making the right decision for you. If you're happy, by all means do, but make sure, I'm going to tell you one thing I suggest, just keep praying about it. Pray about it because if the signs are there, you will see them. Don't ignore the signs. For me, I turned the other head. I ignored a lot of signs because I wanted a family. I wanted to have more kids. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be like everyone else, and I thought it was okay just saying, when I say be like everyone else, I had sisters that were married and I wanted to be in a relationship. I wanted to be happy. I saw her marriage and I just wanted a spouse. And so I made some bad decisions. I say me, I made bad decisions. And I got into a relationship and it was really a bad one. But, I thank God he brought me out. Just like I tell people all the time, I'm blessed to be living because my husband had a lot of other issues going on. And so, he did some things to me that could have hurt me really bad. I may not have been here because of some of the things that I went through with him. But thank God all of that is in the past because I tell everyone my latter days, which is my older days, were better than my beginning. My beginning was very, very rough. It was very rough. It says, ask a lot of questions, watch their actions. True. I love that. I love that. Ask the questions, watch the actions because they're going to tell you what they are. And the thing about it is, it says, I have something here on this paper that says, if a person, I'm gonna just word it out. You can be with a person for a certain length of time. They can only They can only hold back who they really are for a certain amount of time. They can act like they're this, but it will eventually come out. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Frank Shorts and News says, I learned that from my last relationship. Yes, they can be like, you think they're this way, they're putting on a front for you. And then when you actually get into that relationship and you get to know them better, time passes. And if you live with them, totally different because you're going to see it quicker because they can only hide behind that for a certain amount of time. So you just have to be careful. Stay prayed up. Ask God. He'll see the signs. And if he's for you, you will know. And just like I said here, if he doesn't appreciate you, you will know. Don't ignore the signs. You will see the signs. You will know the signs. And it says, for me, like I tell you guys, I woke up 4 o'clock in the morning. This was given to me. And I came and wrote it all down because I'm a person, I have to write down things. And it says, if he doesn't express how he feels about you, does he even care about you? Pay attention. Pay attention. You got to pay attention. If you're in a relationship, you got to pay attention. And the biggest thing, too, guys, be careful who you bring around your children. You have to be careful because there's a lot happening to our children. So my biggest thing is being careful who you bring around your children. It says, listen closely to their families' conversations. They often give signals unintentionally and unintentionally. True, because their families they know them. Their family know them. So they know them more so than what you know. And they're going to say some things and you won't understand why they're saying what they're saying. But their families are trying to tell you right out how they really are. And that's another thing. I wish I had spent more time with those spouses that I was with, families. And they'll tell you how they are. And then like one of my sister-in-law, she kind of explained some things and told me some things. And I was actually able to see those things. It said, and then I say, the signs are there. Just keep your eyes open and pray. Stay in prayer, pray about it, ask God, and make sure you're loving on yourself first. And guys, don't forget to do your affirmations every day and put in there what you really want God to show you, what you really want him to tell you, and he will bring it to pass. He's going to bring it to pass. It says they often give signals attention. I'm sorry, I thought something went up. So I'm trying to call out everybody when they come into the chat. Thanks everybody for coming in the chat. Don't forget to thumbs up the live because it helps me out. And if he never says thank you for the little things, is he really thankful? Because, and it's not he, it's him or her. If they never say thank you for the things that you do, the little things you do, what are we thinking? Do they really care? And that's the biggest thing you got to make sure. And I can't reiterate enough, loving yourself. Love yourself. If you tell them something and they talk about your business with others, that's a red flag. So yeah, if you're talking about something and they discuss it with someone else, and then that person may come back and just tell you exactly what's happening. So you got to be very careful. And then you also must be very careful coming to your finances. Like he's saying, you got to be careful with your finances with people because this is the biggest issue I'm talking to my sons about, not that they've got all this money or anything, but the baby son is up with his girlfriend he's in Colorado. But the thing I stress with them the most, be careful who you're talking, the women you're talking to, and watch the signs because, if they're all about, I got to get my nails done, I got to get my hair done, I got to get my lashes done, I'm not against any of that. But I'm saying if that's more important than taking care of your children or doing things and making sure your children are taken care of, that's a problem. That's a red flag. That's a red flag, guys. Women, that's a red flag. If they're not taking care of their children properly, how can they take care of you? And it wouldn't be fair. And then if you're in a relationship and they're not actually having a relationship with their children, that's another red flag. Or, I believe that, fathers, even as their children get older, they need to be in their lives. And a lot of them are not in their lives. So that's a red flag. And, you just got to be careful. For me, being careful who you bring around those children is also very, very important. But like I said, in relationships, you just got to be careful. You got to stay prayed up. You got to take heed to the signs, and you got to just be able to talk so that you can know exactly what they're talking about. And if they're not talking about anything like wealth, trying to grow generational wealth, or just trying to own homes, or things like that, which are very important because home ownership is a very important thing. And you want to one day own a home. You don't want to continue to pay rent to someone when you can save. Make sure you check, you know about those credit scores. That's important too, because relationship with someone and you get your credit messed up, and then you got to move on. And then what happens? You got to rebuild, and rebuilding is not easy. When you can take the time to do the necessary things you need to do to make sure you're taking care of it and guarding yourself. Don't guard your heart, guard your finances, guard yourself. Don't just put everything out there. And just like Frank Schwartz was saying, watch the actions, watch and go around the family so you can learn how that person really is. Because sometimes an ex may come and say something and you take it the wrong way, because those exes just don't be saying things just to be saying. They're trying to warn you in advance sometimes on what you're getting into. All exes aren't haters. I have to say that all of them aren't haters. They just know what they went through. And then again, maybe he won't take you through that, but you're not sure. He may not take you through what he's taking her through, but if he's taking her through something, there's a reason. You know what I mean? And all women aren't bad women, and every woman he's been with isn't a bad woman, and every woman she's been with isn't a bad man. It's just you have to weigh the options, be careful, and know what you're going through, and think before you leap. Don't just leap and get into these relationships, and just love yourself first before you're trying to love someone else. And just self-love is the best love. That's all I can say all day long. Self-love is the best love. Love yourself first before you put yourself out there. Know who you are. I am, and keep saying I am motivated. I'm focused on doing what I want, things that I want to do. I am blessed to have the things that God has already afforded me. Just know that you know yourself. Know that you know who you are. Know that you're not gonna let down your guard of who you are to be with somebody else, because that's not fair to you. You got to still love yourself, first before you get out there and be giving yourself, guys, like I told you, I had my last two kids at 38 and 39, so up in there. And I was just nervous because I didn't think I would make it, because I had so much pressure after I had them. I was with their father, for a while, and then I ended up coming out the relationship. And as I came out the relationship, my son was probably, I think he was about 2 years old. So that was a shock for me, because I was married and in a family, I had a family and everything. So coming out of that relationship was really hard, because he was a little boy. And I never forget, I had to take him to get his first haircut and everything, because he had plaits. And then, in our community, you take them at like a year to get their first haircut and everything. I had to do that by myself. And it was hard. I had to take my boys to get haircuts. It was very hard for me. Because one minute I was married and I chose to leave the relationship. It wasn't like anyone left me. I chose to leave that relationship because I had issues that I needed to straighten out, and some things I wasn't happy about. And it was hard for me at first. Yeah. I won't tell nobody it was easy. It was hard for me at first. Just imagine. And I was in my 40s, and I just had kids. I had 50, the boys were 15 months apart. So I had two small ones trying to do what I needed to do. So I had to go on the system to help me. I had never been on the system before, but thank God for the system, because they were they were enabling me to be able to do some things I needed to do for them. And also I was in a shelter. So I can, I've been through a lot in my life. So that's why I try to come on and tell people. I was in a shelter for a while, and in the shelter, we had to turn in our finances or whatever. So I was able to get an apartment later. So I've been through a lot of things in my life. I'm an open book. I try to tell people so that I can share with them exactly what I have went through in these 60 years of life. And it's not hard. You're going to get your heart broken. You're going to go through some things. You're going to lose some people that are very important to you in your life. So make sure that you're taking heed to your parents. And if they are alive, make sure you're spending time with them. That's so very important. If you got a mama, love on your mama. Love your mama. Tell her how much you love her. Be there for your mom. Do things for her. Take her places if she wants to go. Do everything, because I wish I had did so much more for my mom, because she was wanting to go to the beach and things like that. My little sister would take her. It's just some of the things, if you lose them, you're going to miss. Even if you're mad with them, forget about that, man. Let that stuff go. You have a repentant heart, but if you're hurting and broken, don't deal with them that if it's something that you're broken, you may need to get some type of help to help you. Yes, Larissa, miss you so much. Yes, I know. I'm gonna let Karen know you miss her. And tomorrow's my birthday though, and Karen's is in August. But guys, I just wanted to come on and talk about that, letting you know some of the things I went through. From my age of having my first child at 21, and then having the last one at like 39, and thanking God I was able to raise them because a lot of things that I went through, I didn't think I would be here to be able to raise my kids. I didn't think, my children, they're adults now. But a lot of times I never thought I would still be here because of some of the things I went through in my life. They were not easy, they were hard. I had a rough life in the beginning, but thank God for his mercies. Thank God for the prayers of the saints. Thank God for my mama having a prayer life and praying over me and just keeping me in prayer because I may not be here today with all that I had went through in those relationships. My mom was always praying and always looking out for me. And I always tell the story how, have a happy birthday tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you guys. I just wanted to talk about birthday, some of the things I went through, getting to be 60 and starting to enjoy my life and looking at some of the things I went through. And I never forget, my little sister used to sing to me, a song. I never thought I never thought I'd be here today. I never thought I'd amount to anything. She used to sing that song, I to me all the time because of so much stuff I had went to. He kept you and now you share your hallelujah testimony. Yeah, my sister would sing to me because I would be so sad for some of the things, I said when I go to church. She would get up and she'd sing that song, because I never thought I would amount to anything. I never thought I'd be on this platform being able to tell people about what God has done for me. And because after leaving those relationships, my self-esteem was on the floor. But I had to pick up some things, move and keep my head up. And no, it was not easy because I was told I'd never amount to anything. But I'm glad to say I'm on my way. And God, it's only because of Christ and what He's done in my life. He saved me from a lot of things. He was able to do some things for me in my life. Even though I have a child that's different, I thank God because it's humbling, and to be able to talk with other women about having a child that's different is humbling. Knowing what someone else is going through, knowing how embarrassed you have been with your situation, knowing that you didn't know what was going to happen, how you were going to be able to do what you did, but you came out of it. And that's the thing for me. Even though the doctors told me different things in my life about my daughter and how she wouldn't be this and be that, I thank God because He came in and sat with me, and He took care of some things for me and He blessed me. And I thank God for her each and every day. That's why sometimes you see me with the kid around my neck because I have to, I stay humbled in knowing that everything God has given me is for a reason. Everything you've gone through or you're going through is for a reason. If you share that testimony with someone else, yes, I was beaten. Yes, I was broken. Yes, I was emotionally abused. Yes, I was physically abused. But guess what? I don't look like what I've been through. And that's only because of Christ. He's kept me through everything that I went through. He was able to keep me, keep guiding me, continually being there for me. Even though I went through what I went through, and most people say, well, if there's a God, why would He let you go through that? I think we overcome by our testimonies. We go through things, and sometimes we get into things and we don't realize what we're getting into. But we have to know that if we keep trusting Him, He will bring us out because God brought me out. Each and every situation I went through, I was brought out. And in these 60 years of life, He showed me so much. He showed me how He loves me. He shows me how He has a sense of humor. God has a sense of humor, guys. He has a sense of humor. You know what I mean? And some of the things you go through, you look back and you laugh and think, God, I thank you for whatever I've been through. You got to be able to say, I thank you, even though I don't look like what I've been through. I've been through a lot, but I've been through and I've overcome it. And the reason why I'm here is to tell you, you can overcome. In the 60 years of life, I have overcome a lot of things. And most of the hardest part of my life was between 20 to 45, I want to say. And after 45, I started to get on track and get a little better. But I was devastated because I had to get on the system. I've been on food stamps. I've had Medicaid. I have been on housing, Section 8. I've been on that. I've been there, guys. I've been there. So I can tell someone what it's like. I've been humiliated going down there and they got to know all your income, they got to know all this, and you feel bad because you're only trying to keep a roof over your head for your children. You're only trying to pay your bills, your gas bill, your light bill, or certain bills you have to pay for your children. You're trying to stand in the gap for them, and then you're doing everything for everybody, and in the process, you're getting lost. That's why I say take some time out for self-care. Take some time out to love on yourself. Take some time out to be who you are. And in me, learning as I'm going each day, I'm learning more and more about who I really am, what makes me happy, what makes me smile, what makes me feel good. And as I'm making myself feel good, how I can make others feel good, how I can be positive toward other women, how I can say something that might make your day, how I can say something to affirm what you're going through. That it's not going to always be that way, that you can change the situation. And a lot of times we as women, we stay in situations because we think they're going to get better. And a lot of times they're not getting better. Miss Queen T is in the building. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming. I was just talking about, the 60 years of life and how the things I went through in my earlier part of my life. I thank God that He brought me out, that I don't have to worry about that in this latter part, that He's telling me and teaching me how to love on me and how to be a better me so that I can be the best me that I can be and be able to help someone else. Because I don't know who I'm going to run into today. I don't know who is here listening that I'm telling you what I've been through so that it can be a help for you. And you can know that you can come out and still be strong and be amazing and be the amazing person that you are. You are beautiful. You are strong. You are intelligent and you are somebody. And that's the things I had to learn, that I am important. I am somebody. And it's okay to love on me. And that's what I'm trying to keep doing, keep loving me, keeping my mind sane so I can continue to live this life as I age and age gracefully, and knowing that everything that I'm given is because of Christ. It's nothing that I have done. It's just because He saw fit for me to be able to go through some things so I could share it with you. 20 years ago, what I went through, my God, I would have never thought that I'd be here telling someone. But that's what God has for me to do. I've been here 60 years, so I should be a woman that's sharing with the young women, telling them some things, being able to help them navigate through life. I have a niece that I talk to, she's young and she's like, Auntie, I just want to know some things. And when she comes to me, I try to tell her, you got to weigh some things. You got to not jump out into that relationship. You got to do some things differently. You got to watch some things. You got to keep your heart, guard your heart, because everyone out here is definitely for you. You know what I mean? You got to keep with people that have the great vibes. I think everybody that comes, people that come on my channel, we have good vibes. I try to tell people things that I went through so you can overcome something that you're going through. No one has that perfect relationship. And if they do have that perfect relationship, bless you guys. And I'd like to say that you think that you're looking into people's home and you think, oh, they got a nice home. They got a nice car. They got this, they got that. And you're thinking, why not me? But you know what? You don't know what sacrifices that people are making to have what they have. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know the sacrifice. You're not in the home. You're on the outside looking in. And everything that looks good like gold doesn't mean it's gold. And I'm trying to tell, young women, young men, take care of yourself, guard yourself before you get into that relationship. And then if you're in that relationship, stay prayed up so that God can show you what's really happening in the relationship. And choose yourself first. Start loving yourself before you start giving yourself to someone else. That's so very important, because we tend to, as brown women, we keep giving, giving, giving. And then the world is out here saying brown women are mean women. They're not, this, and they're not, they're mean and evil. We're not mean and evil. A lot of people don't know what we went through in those relationships, so they just see us as being mean and evil. I don't see myself as, I'm not mean, I'm not evil, I'm not vindictive, and I'm not that type of person because of what I went through. And I'm trying to be an example to tell someone else, you don't have to go through that. You know what I mean? Because as I was going through some of the things I was going through when I was I was living in Pennsylvania with my husband. I was like, I was being beaten. And on that particular day, a lady came in and she saw me. I had 2 black eyes. So she was telling me, you don't have to go through that. but I didn't understand, guys. I didn't know. Hello, Luscious Journey. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I didn't know. I didn't love me. I didn't know what was best for me. I was too busy trying to cater to my husband, my children, and everybody. I didn't know to love me. So as I'm getting older, I'm learning to love me, to love the person that I am. And I don't want to cry. I'm trying to learn to be the best me, the best Lynn. You know what I mean? And I've had so many things that happen in my life to like shake me. And this 60 just came on me so quick. And then thinking about my mom and, because you're weighing things like, oh, okay, my mom passed at 80, maybe I'll be 80. Or, I had so many things. I'm being honest with you guys. I had so many things weighing in my heart about turning 60. It was a lot. It was a lot for me, guys. It's a lot. And I had to like calm down and kind of regress and think about, okay, guys, I mean, you're 60. It's not bad. I mean, I was talking to some of everybody, guys. I was talking about I am blessed. I have been here. You're listening. Yeah, I was like, I mean, guys, I'm being honest with you. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna be 60. I'm gonna be 60. I keep moving, guys. I'm sorry. But I was like, it was really taking a toll on me. I just started talking to people. And I'm like, gosh, and then I heard people say, girl, you was a baby. I had someone say that to me, and I was like, no, I wasn't feeling that way. I just wasn't feeling 60. So I had to, and my sister came in and she was like, girl, you don't feel, and she was like, you got your health, and I had to start thinking about some things. Then I had to start praying. Then I had to start asking God, forgive me, God, because I am just being just too much right now. And I'd say that because I'm human. I'm human. I'm someone's mother. I'm someone's spouse. I'm someone's caregiver. And we are human. People don't want to say that. And for me, it was a lot in dealing with not having my mother here. I had my mother for 80 years. She lived 80 years. And I don't know sometimes what to say. I can hear her voice speaking to me. And it's a lot, it's a lot. So with this 60, I just want to be peaceful and prayerful. I want to stay prayed up. I want God to continue to use me so that I can be an example for what other women or men are going through. I just want to be an example. I want to be the true me, who I am. That's why I tell people I really don't edit my videos. I just tell how I am. I say how I am. And I love who I am. I'm loving who I'm becoming. I am a better person at 60. I have new ideas, new things I want to do. And I'm all about, what things I want to do. And maybe I'm being a little selfish. I don't feel like I am. I don't feel like I'm being selfish. I just want to love on me some because I've given so many years to loving everyone else. So I want to love me and keep loving on me and doing things for me, some things for me, not everything, but some things for me and to love on me before I leave here. I want to know who I am. And, you know, I just want to keep being an example, telling you that God can do anything if you put your trust in Him. He got your back no matter what we're going through. And on a daily basis, we are always everyone is going through something if they don't voice it. It may not be nothing really big, but we're going through some things. You know what I mean? And, we go through some things with our children. We go through some things with our spouse. We just go through some things within ourselves as being who we are and trying to know who we are and trying to be the best person. We're always trying to put ourselves best self forward sometimes when we might need to just shut down and love on ourselves, love us. And that's the way I've gotten lately. I'm loving on me. I'm loving the person I'm becoming. I'm loving the woman I blossomed to be. And I'm loving the fact that no matter what I've been through, God has been there with me and He has protected me. He has been my strength. And that's what's important to me, guys. Just keep being able to come on here and talk to you guys and tell you how I'm feeling, what I'm going through, and, what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because I love to decorate. I love to cook. All of you guys know that. The message is whole health for review. This message is health for review. Oh, okay. Special need. Okay. I understand what you're saying. I can't say that, but you're going to be okay, Lawanda. You're going to be good. So, I just want to recap 60, what I've been through, and put a recap on everything, and continue to let you guys know God has been a blessing. God is a blessing. He has always been there for me, even though when I thought he wasn't, even though everything I've been through, where I thought maybe I was walking, God was carrying me, and I just want to kind of recap, what I've been through being 60. But you guys learned earlier to keep loving yourself. Make sure you're doing some things for yourself. Don't wait till you get, you know, my age. Start taking better care of yourself. Take better care of your health. Check on you, check on your friends, make sure they're okay. Check on family members that may have some issues. And, that's what I love to do. Check on your ones. Be there for someone. Be a guiding light for someone. Stay strong for someone. Because, just like you say, Luscious, God is good. He's amazing. And when you sit back and just think of all the things that he's done for you, it is very amazing that we don't think about all the things he's done. If you try to go back and write down all the things that God has done and how he has brought you out of what you went through, it would be amazing, because you'd have a book. Because he keeps continually, when we're in our mess, he keeps bringing us out of whatever we're going through if we put the trust in him. And like I say, guys, don't forget to do your affirmations. You may need to do your affirmations maybe 3 times a day, to say how you feel about yourself, to keep building yourself up. It's about building yourself and telling yourself how you feel about yourself, knowing who you are and the importance of you. Because you got to remember, if you aren't who you are and the important person that you are, taking care of all the things that you do take care of, family, spouse, children, who will be there and be able to do what you do? That's the thing we all must think about. And dream catchers, I'm still holding on. Oh, okay. So yes, guys, that's what I was talking about, and that's the sister I was saying. She would say to me, I know the song. They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. They said I'd never amount to anything, but I'm glad to say that I'm on my way. And that's what she would sing to me. And then, guys, my other sister was the sister who brought me out of Pennsylvania, and my little sister brought me out of New York. But my other sister was Miss Queen T is in the building. Thank you so much, Miss Queen T, for coming. I'm just capping the 60 years of life, because tomorrow's my birthday. So I'm capping down a lot of what I went through, the years I went through. And then, like my other sister, little sister, would always, what I call a little big sister, because my sisters, to me, they're a lot stronger than me, because we talk about a lot of things and we give each other advice on how to do different things. But like I was saying, the other sister that's next to me, 5 years apart, she was the one who helped brought me out of, you guys probably heard me, Pennsylvania, because my husband, which back then allowed me to make a phone call, and she was there saying, are you okay? She kept asking me all this question. She was always asking questions. She was kind of always the sister that wants to know. So she was asking me questions, and she was like, you okay? And I was like, for that day, I don't know what happened that day, but I was like, he allowed me to make a phone call. My husband allowed me to make a phone call by myself, because he was always up on me and very jealous. So he allowed me to make that call. And my little sister was there, and she was like, you okay? How you feeling? I am Betty Jean Gathers. I have to go. Happy birthday. Thanks so much for coming in and saying happy birthday. I appreciate that. But like I was saying, she asked me that day. She said, you okay? And I began to tell my sister. I would never speak out about what I was going through. I would always say yes and no. So I was saying yes and no to her. And she was like, you want to come home? And I was like, yeah. But I had never told anyone. I never voiced it. So when I voiced it, my sister was like, you want to come home? I said, yes. She said, you're not happy. I said, no. But I would always say yes and no around my husband when I talked to my family, because afterwards, if I said something that he didn't like, he would beat me. So that's why I had to do it like that. I'll say yes, no, yes, and no. So that's what he would do. So lo and behold, my sister, I don't know what she did. She talked to my mom. She talked to her family members or whatever. And the next day, back then we owned a store, like a corner store. And that next day, around, I want to say 11 o'clock that morning, my mom came, and she came to get me and my 2 children. So having those sisters and family members around is a good thing. You know what I mean? And I was able to talk to her, and my sisters and I are close, And I thank God for them because she helped brought me out of a really bad situation. And then after that, then I found out the issues that I had concerning my daughter with her finding out later she was special needs and things of that nature because when she was born, they didn't tell me any of that. She was just a normal, well, she was underweight when she was born. That was about it. But God, guys, I thank you for, my sister and them being able to come in and talk and help me with some of the things I was going through. But, I'm going to embrace this being 60. It's okay. I'm embracing it. I'm going to do something special tomorrow, probably, and just really keep loving on myself and keep loving on others, as I always do. But take some time out for me because it is my day and just spend some time loving on my loved ones. And, I just want to tell mothers, take some time out for yourself. Spouses, you got to take some time out for yourself. You got to love on you, do some things for you, know who you are, and know who you are in any type of relationship. Know who you are, know your wealth, know who you are without the person that you're with. And that's what a lot of times you have to learn. You have to learn who you are by yourself and who you are in a relationship. And that's hard sometimes because we take so much time to do for everyone else to we don't do for ourselves. So that's what I want to continue to do things for me and enjoy these next adventure that God has for me to keep continually showing you guys love, letting you know what's happening. Some of the things I'm working on, which is the garden. And as you can see, I redid the room. So that was another DIY. Purpose K, hello, host and everyone. Happy Friday to you all. Thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button for me because that helps me out. It says, I'm Betty and Barrett. Embrace the journey. God got you. God got you here and will lead you to the path of everlasting life. Yes, that's important to me, and I thank you for that. I really appreciate that because I'm looking forward to this journey. And, just like they said, my health, I have very, good health and I'm able to walk and function. And I thank God for that because a lot of people may not be able to do that. Thank God that I'm able to function and, just be able to be happy about life itself. It took me a while, and I thank God for you saying what you said to me because you're like, oh, you're just a baby, and no, I don't feel like a baby, but it really helped me start to put a lot of things in perspective and being able to embrace who I am. And that's very important to me, being able to know who I am and having that relationship with Christ and being able to be the best me that I can be. I just want to keep loving me, loving who I am, blossoming into the flower that I think I am, and just learning to keep loving everyone and appreciate everyone, being able to continue to help everyone, like with the channels. If someone want to collaborate, they can help show me how to. And we are a baby. You are a baby. God got you in Jesus' name, amen. I'm not a baby. I just feel like 60 hit me and I wasn't ready for it. So I'm okay now, and I can deal with it because tomorrow's a big day. But I thank everyone for coming on and saying happy birthday to me. That's very important. I appreciate all you guys and for listening to me when I'm talking and telling you about some of the things I went through in life and how God can bring you out and you can be better. You can, you're gonna as you go along, He will teach you and guide you how to be the best person that you can be. Purpose K is saying happy birthday, Karen. Wishing you many more blessings. Enjoy your special day. God favors you. Yes, I thank God for His favor. And Miss Queen T is in the building. And Purpose K is saying thumbs up. Done. Thanks, host. I thank you guys for coming in. You're just making my birthday be more excited. I was having a little down part earlier, but I'm feeling blessed because I know, God has a purpose and plan for my life to come on. And guys, maybe sometime I come on and I may talk about one thing, I end up somewhere else. But being getting to be 60 and whatever I went through in life, I thank God that my latter days were better than my beginning. And He has, shown me. And like I told you guys, if you try to write down all the blessings He has for you, you couldn't even put it in a book. All the things He's brought you out of, all the times He's been there when you thought you were carrying yourself, all the times when you were mad about, mad at Him for what He, what you thought He put you through when actually we were putting ourselves through some things because He's been there in the back. He's been there telling us, no, don't do that. No, don't do this. And then we are always, we're always thinking, okay, I can change this. I can do this. I can change that. And we really can't change that. We just have to embrace some things and get past some things and know that we are taking care of ourselves. And Audrey Willis says, have a great weekend, everyone. Blessings. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. And the jury spot says, everybody have a great Friday. Lynn, have a wonderful birthday tomorrow. Yes, guys, I'm going to get off in about 6 minutes. I'm trying to do up until 1:30. So, guys, up until 2:30, I'm going to get off. But I thank everyone for all their happy birthdays. I thank you guys for blessing me. You guys always are a blessing to me. And when I come on and tell my story, I'm not down or anything, guys. I want to be a help you guys and tell you guys and help you navigate through being who you are, being a mother, being a spouse, knowing who you are, being the best that you can be, loving on yourself, loving you, and continue to love yourself. Continue to know. Oh, you too, the jury spot. Have a blessed one. Yes, thank you so much. Knowing who you are, knowing what you're capable of, knowing to love yourself the way no one else can love you. And I'm learning that, and 60 is coming on, and I'm going to enjoy the day and have a blessed weekend, thanking God for all that he has done for me and all he continues to do for me. He is a blessing. And it's a blessing to be 60. And it's a blessing when you guys say you don't look like it, but yeah, I'm 60. And I was born in 62. So yeah, I'm the big 60. But guys, I'm excited. And I thank God for every one of you that come on. All my subscribers, all my old and new subscribers, all the ones who come and get on my live. That is very important to me, that you guys come in and you always are positive. It says, hello, my Miss Queen, how are you? Oh, she's saying hi to Miss Queen. So just keep saying hello to everyone. If you don't have someone, guys, make sure you're connecting with someone in the chat. Make sure you go into the channel, checking them out. A lot of the people that are on here have great channels, and we need to make sure we're checking them out. Make sure we're supporting. Make sure we're helping them to get their watch hours, and make sure we're helping them. That's very important. Make sure we're going on and helping everyone. That is so very important. And I thank God for all the people that have come out to support me as I continue my channel. I'm trying to do the refresh on my bedroom. So I painted the bottom part. Now I'm not too happy with that color, guys, but my spouse picked it out. So we're gonna have to live with that for a little bit. But I bought some things, and I've got some things I'm gonna be putting up probably next week. You guys will get a chance to see. We love you, sis. We all got a story to tell. That's right, guys. We all have something to tell that we can help each other. Like Miss Betty is saying, we all have something to be an inspiration. We all have a testimony, and we overcome by those testimonies. But I'm going to be changing out my bedroom. I'm going to show you that one, and finishing up decorating it, because I kind of did everything in white because I really wasn't feeling that blue. So, guys, I'm thanking God for that. And I have a lot of DIYs. I'm going to be remaking my bathroom and things of that nature. I'll be doing some more cooking videos. So, guys, look out for me and check me out, and give me some likes, and leave a comment. And guys, like I said, if you need to, leave a comment here. And if you something you want me to talk about, because I'm gonna eventually, after I do all those DIYs and things of that nature, I'm gonna be talking about, how I'm trying to navigate through who's going to be taking care of my daughter, which is special needs, after I'm gone. I'm going to be navigating and trying to get some things straight that way, because, I'm going to be navigating through that and trying to get some things straight, because as I get older, I have to make sure that I'm making wise decisions for her. That's very, very important. So, guys, I have really enjoyed everyone for coming out and just coming in for my birthday, so that I could talk about my birthday, and being 60, and some of the things I went through, and that no matter what I went through, God has always been there for me, and he's kept me, and he's been a blessing to me, and he's continued to bless me no matter what I went through. And like I tell you guys, my latter days, which my older days, I thank God, are better than my beginning. I was rough in the beginning, but God has really, really, really been a blessing to me, and I thank him for it, because without him, I would be nothing. And without the things I went through, I wouldn't be able to share anything with you guys. I thank God for you too, because it is a blessing. YouTube is definitely a blessing because it allows you to be able to tell someone and encourage someone and give them a big hug and tell them how much you appreciate them. Mega love to all my subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of them. I thank God for everybody coming on and saying happy birthday. Thanks, guys. I'm going to have a great weekend thanks to him. I'm going to continue doing what I, keep thanking him, being an instrumental tool for him to use. Miss Queen T is in the building. I am Betty Jean Youngers. I'm following YouTube channel. Yes, follow and make sure, guys, you're leaving a comment, letting them know, how good they're doing and checking out their videos. That's very important. We as a community have to stick together and help each other and make each other great. And as everybody go on to their accomplishments, I thank God for each and every one of you guys. I pray that your channel continues to grow. And as I pray, I pray for each and every one of you guys' channel to grow, that God makes you great and amazing because we are amazing. And I thank God for that. So guys, you make sure you're checking out each other. You're checking out each one of the channels. Check out their shorts too. That's very important. Checking out their shorts. And, let them know I'm here for support. And sometimes I do that. I just said here supporting, what I mean? Because I want to be a great supporter of everyone. And what I do is when I do go to the channel, I make sure I have a notification bell up. So if you're putting up a video, and lately, I don't know if anybody else is having issues with notifications, but I'm having a little issue with the notification. So, yeah, I'm not skipping you guys. It's just that some of the notifications I'm not getting. So guys, I want you to continue to be great. You are amazing. You are important. You are rich. And God will continue to bless you. And I just thank God for each and every one of you guys. I'm going to get off. And guess what, guys? I will see you in the next one. Thank you for all my subscribers for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys go be great. Have a great weekend. And may God continue to bless you today. All right, guys? Have a great one. Love you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. I did.